Hey, I'm Jakira Black, and this is my extremely late bookish resolutions for 2008. Now, I've wrote them down in my River Song journal that I got yesterday, that I've decided to just use the journal and write random things down like a story idea, my resolutions, and I've got Bible things there because I'm born again. So let's turn to my resolutions and we will start. I have got 6 questions and I'm going to add a couple of other books as well onto it for what I'm going to read this year and do this year. So and I cannot remember who this originally was done by, but I will put a link in the either the comments or the information for that video. So first up is, how many books do you challenge yourself to read in 2018? Now, originally I was going to challenge myself to 1 book. Then I changed it to 5. And then I changed it to 10. And now I've decided a book a month is doable. So 12. I say it's doable, but I'm only halfway through a book, my first book of the year at the moment, and it's going to be February by the time this goes, you see this. So I'm a little bit behind, but not so much as I've just been really busy with writing and my college course and everything. So yeah, I just need to get on with reading, and I've actually started reading a few different books, but I'm halfway through nearly one that I'm really enjoying. So yeah. The reason I've decided, because the thing is, last year I set my target for 100 books, which I did actually bring down in the end because I just couldn't manage 100 books. I have read over 100 books in a year in the past, but with starting my masters at Lancaster University, there just wasn't enough time to do it all. So I set it down to 85 in the end, which I did get to. So I obviously can read a lot of books in a year, and a lot of books in a month. So there's no problem with me catching up, I don't think, for only 12 books. But the reason I've done this is decided to do this year is I think there's a certain amount of pressure that I put on myself. Instead of enjoying the book I'm reading, I'm constantly thinking, I need to read this. I need to get it finished because there's another book and I need to get my targets and I need to get all these books read. And no, I just don't want to do that. I don't want to live like that. And I'm not going to enjoy what I'm reading a lot of the time if I'm constantly thinking, I should have read this by now. Why am I being so slow? So I'm going to go at a speed that I want for each book, and yeah. So, second question. What book did you not read in 2017 that you will read in 2018? Now, I've got a few books that I said that I was going to read last year in my 2017 Bookish Resolution. I've actually decided definitely all of them except for 2 I have no interest in now in reading. So realistically, there's just those 2 and I've picked one of them. I haven't got a photo of the book. I've got it on Kindle, I've got it on Audible, I haven't got an actual copy, and I'm not going to put a photo up. If you've not heard about this book, it's been out a few years, since 2016. So if it is the book that you've might be interesting. You probably have heard about it by now, but it's City of Mirrors by Justin Cronin, and it's the third and last book in the Passage series. Like I said, I think I said Justin Cronin, and it's about vampires, and I really like The Passage, and I like the 12, and I've had the Audible for 18 months, and I've still not read it, listened to it, and I think I'm going to have to get the actual book, but I've got it on ebook, and maybe I should just knuckle down and get it read. So that is the book, and I said last year that I was going to read it and never did, but yeah, I'm going to read it this year. So, what series ending book are you planning to read in 2018? This is the book that I'm reading at the moment. It's the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. Right? I'm halfway through, just under. I'm really enjoying it. So, the book that I will read, what series ending book I will read, I'm going to finish this one. And then I'm going, which is the 5th season, and then I will read The Obelisk Gate, which is the 2nd book in the series, and then the last book, which is the book, but I need to read the others first, is The Stone Sky by N.K. Jemisin. So that's the book that, the series ending book that I'm going to read this year. It's just that I'm going to be reading the other ones too, and I've just made the thing go darker. That's better. Sorry about that. Okay, so next up is what series do you plan to start reading that you have yet to start? Knocking my book down. I plan to start reading this series. I've got all 3 books. I think there's actually another one coming out, but that's all there is at the moment. So I intend to start reading A Court of Thorns and Roses. Whether I'll read the other ones, I don't know. This year I will read them eventually, but I do intend to read A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas this year. What's next? Sarah J. Maas. It's about Fae. From what I've heard, it's based. The first one's based around Beauty and the Beast, so it's something that I would really enjoy. Okay, what is one thing that you hope to accomplish or do in your reading, blogging, or YouTubing in 2018? One thing I want to do is do more reviews of books. I've done quite a lot of book hauls, unboxings, like subscription boxes. I've done some reviews, but I want to start doing more reviews, and more ones, more just interesting reviews. With that in mind, I intend to read this book, which is Given to the Sea by Mindy McGuinness. I have already read a book by her, which was The Female of the Species, which I really liked. So I intend to read this and do a review on it. I don't know what sort of review it will be. With that in mind of doing a review, I have actually started writing notes for the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin, and I'm going to do a creative writing review on the techniques that she uses. But I don't know what sort of review I'll do for Given to the Sea. But I do intend to read that book book this year, and I will do a review on it. So, what genre of books do you plan to branch out to in 2018? Now, this isn't exactly branching out because I have read books like this before. Maybe not quite as thick a book, but the book I intend to read this year is How to Stay Alive by Bear Grylls, which is obviously non-fiction, and it's a survival book, sort of survival ideas and stuff. I don't intend to go out into a forest. Well, I might do, you never know. I mean, but the thing is, this is I'm reading this because it will give me ideas of things I could do in stories, you know, and give me some sort of idea on how things could be done in a story. So it should hopefully be beneficial for writing. Okay, so there are some other books that I want to read this year. So I've got all these. First up, I want to read this book, which is such a pretty cover. I unboxed it yesterday. It is The Taste of Blue Light by Lydia Ruffles. This is a book that I got through Goodreads in a giveaway. Obviously, the reason that authors and publishers do giveaways is in return for reviews, so I need to read this quite soon, so I can do a review on it. So that's what I'll be doing. I don't know, I might do a review on here, or I might just do it on Goodreads. I don't know, it depends on whether I like the book or not. So yeah, it says here, these are the things Lux knows. She's an artist, she is lucky, she is broken. These are the things she doesn't know. What happened over the summer, why she ended up in hospital, why her dreams are drenched in blood. Desperate to uncover the truth, Lux must search herself for the answers before the colours seep further into her mind and swallow all that is left of her. That sounds really, really good. So last up, and then I will go through the books quickly. I got this today, and I intend to read this, which is the first Harry Potter picture book. So Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I intend to read that this year. I've been wanting this for ages, and I actually want the other two that are out. So yeah, I will be reading this. So this year I will be reading City of Mirrors by Justin Cronin. I will be reading, definitely be reading A Court of Thorns and Roses. I will be reading, don't want to turn the thing off while I put that there. I will be reading The Fifth Season, The Obelisk Gate, and The Stone Sky by N.K. Jameson. Yeah, I will be reading them. I've actually got them in the wrong order. I'll be reading them. I will be reading Given to the Sea by Minda McGuinness. I will be reading How to Stay Alive by Bear Grylls. I will be reading The Taste of Blue Light by Lydia Ruffles. And lastly, but not least, which is probably a cliche, is definitely a cliche, we shouldn't use cliches because I'm writer, or I hope to be a writer, so it's not a good idea to be using cliches. And that won't let me do that up, and it's going dark again because of me touching the thingy. So lastly, I intend to read Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, the picture book. So that's my New Year's resolution, bookish resolutions for 2018. Another resolution should probably be to make this stop going up and down and light to stay the same instead of going dark. But yeah, okay. So there, yeah. That's my resolutions, my bookish ones this year. I haven't got any other resolutions, so yeah. And I'm going to reset my Goodreads target to 12 books, which is one a month. Okay, bye.